Hi, my dear friends. So, welcome to my first ever video on YouTube. My name is Lopal. Yes, I'm your friend and your guide in clearing the limited insolvency examination. Yes, it is a very difficult examination to clear, but I'm here to just guide you and plan, and we'll strategize together how to clear this examination. We will talk about the eligibility, the syllabus, and what to study, what not to study. I'm just for the information, I'm myself preparing for this examination. So it will be like a classroom, and we will study together, and hope so we will clear it together. Okay, so today's video is on the eligibility. So there are some eligibility criteria for an individual to be registered as insolvency professional. Okay, clearing an exam is one step towards becoming an insolvency professional. So there is a procedure to become and to register as insolvency professional. So we will see today in this lecture what are those procedure, and before we prepare for any exam, we should know what we have to do after clearing the exams, because clearing the exams is of step 1. Thereafter there are step 2, step 3, which we should also know so that we will be prepared for the next steps. Okay, so let's move forward. So the eligibility criteria are given in this regulation, which is on your screen, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India Insolvency Professionals Regulation 2016. So without wasting time, we'll just move on to a very important provision which says which is on the insolvency examination. So board is empowered to conduct two types of examination. First is the National Insolvency Examination. National Insolvency Examination, and the second one is the Limited Insolvency Examination. So here in this series, we are concerned with only with the Limited Insolvency Examination. According to my knowledge, the board is yet to announce National Insolvency Examination. It is not yet started. Right now, only limited insolvency examinations are being conducted by the board. Okay, and the syllabus is syllabus format and qualifying marks, frequencies. Everything is regulated by sub-regulation 3 of regulation 3. Okay, we have to keep this in mind. Okay, now what is the eligibility? Okay, so regulation 4 sub 4 talks about eligibility. So no individual shall be eligible to be registered as insolvency professional if he is a minor, if he is not a person resident in India, does not have the qualification and experience specified in regulation 5 or regulation 9. So these two regulations are very important, which we will study after this. Fourth condition is have not been convicted by any competent court for an offence punishable with imprisonment for a term exceeding 6 months. Okay, and for an offence involving moral turpitude, and a period of 5 years has not elapsed from the date of expiry of the sentence. So if the period of 5 years is elapsed, then yes, that individual is eligible if he is falling under this point number D, clause number D. So there's a proviso: if any person who is convicted for an offence and sentenced to imprisonment for a period of 7 years or more, so he is not eligible. Okay, so if the punishment and the imprisonment which was given is of 7 years or more, he is not at all eligible to be appointed as insolvency professional. Second, he is an undischarged insolvent or has applied to be adjudicated as an insolvent. Sixth, he has been declared to be of unsound mind. And seventh, he is not a fit and proper person. So this seventh condition is a very wide in his coverage. Okay, the board during his inquiry while appointing the while registering the insolvency professional has a very wide power under this condition. Okay, so here are some, you can say there's an explanation for this clause G. So it says, so while considering who is a fit and proper person, boards looks into these 3 points. First is integrity, reputation and character. This is the first point. Second is absence of conviction and restraint orders. Third is competence, including financial solvency and net worth. So these three clauses gives a very, you can say, a very wide scope and wide interpretation of for an individual who is fit and proper. So if you go through the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board's website, where they publish the rejection orders when people apply for the registration, so most of the cases falls under any of these three conditions. Okay, so let's move to the regulation number 5, which is called qualification and experience. It is very important, please pay attention here. Okay, so individual shall be eligible for registration. Okay, so here comes the qualification part. Who are the qualified? What is the qualification required to be appointed or to be registered as insolvency professional? First condition is that you must have cleared the limited insolvency examination, for which this lecture or this series is going to help you. Second is has completed a pre-registration educational course from an insolvency professional agencies. Okay, so there are 3 insolvency professional agencies right now in India. First is Indian Institute of Insolvency Professional of ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Second is Institute of Company Secretaries of India, Institute of Insolvency Professional. Then IPA, ICAI. This is not the Chartered Accountants Institute, this is a Cost Accountant Institute. So Insolvency Professional Agency of Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So there are three IPAs registered right now. So after you clear limited insolvency examination, you have to register, or you have to enroll with any one of these 3 IPAs, and there you have to go through this pre-registration educational course. Obviously these 3 IPAs also has a set of procedure or set of documents which they ask before they register you, before they enroll you as a member. So that is also one more step before you become, or before you register, you get registered as insolvency professional. Okay, now C point in the qualification and experience is successfully completed. So there are total four conditions. So you should have completed any one of these. So first is successfully completed the National Insolvency Program. So it is yet to be notified. So as of now, this is not relevant for us. Second is successfully completed the Graduate Insolvency Program as may be approved by the board. So Institute of Indian Corporate Affairs, or maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. So IICA, you can go to the website of IICA. There they have a Graduate Insolvency Program. You can go to their website and have a look at the details of how to get registered under this insolvency program. I guess this is a full-time or full-time graduation kind of a course which you have to do. Okay. Third condition is 15 years of experience in management after receiving a bachelor's degree from an university established or recognized by law. So if you are a management person, then you should have a 15 years experience. Now professionals. So professionals, 10 years requirement, 10 years of experience as a chartered accountant, or as a company secretary, or as a cost accountant, or advocate enrolled with the Bar Council. So any one of these with 10 years experience, okay, who has cleared limited insolvency examination, who has completed pre-registration educational course, is eligible and qualified, obviously not falling under the conditions of regulation 4, is qualified and eligible to be registered as insolvency professional. So after you complete all these cumbersome processes, then you apply for the registration with the board. Board will hold the inquiry, and if in the inquiry and in the, you can say, if it is found that yes, you are fulfilling all the conditions of this regulation, you will be granted with the certificate of registration, and that registration will be subject to sub-regulation 2 of regulation 7, which you can read later on. I will provide the link of this regulation in the description. You can go through it. And yes, this is very important, authorization for assignment. So before you start practicing as an insolvency professional, you need this authorization for assignment. Okay. So who issues this authorization for assignment, the board. Okay. As per my knowledge, obviously I'm also preparing for this examination. So as far as my knowledge goes, this authorization for assignment is given by the board after you complete all the processes as we discussed above. And once you have this authorization, then you can start your practice as insolvency professional. But remember, once you become a practicing insolvency professional, you cannot do any other professional practice as a CA or as a CS or as an advocate. Okay, so if you want to resume your practice as a CA, CS or cost accountant or an advocate, you have to surrender this authorization for assignment and then you can start your practice. I hope this video will help you to understand what is your eligibility and what is your qualification. Okay, and once you fulfill these conditions, then only it is advisable obviously to see my next videos, because from in the next video I'll be talking about the syllabus of the Limited Insolvency Examination. So I will sign off from this video. Thank you. If you do like my video, please subscribe and click on the bell button so that you will get the notification whenever I post a new video. And please share, like and comment. If you have any queries, please free to put your words in the comment section. I will definitely revert to those comments. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a nice day.